Now, the big story here tonight, the story concerning Michael Jordan's physical conditions. This Jordan arriving about 2 hours ago. He is suffering from flu-like symptoms. Made his way onto the court just moments ago, and as you see right here, looking a bit shaky. He was up all last night, spent all day in bed, did not eat at all, did not go to the shoot-around earlier today, did not practice, so his status is uncertain. Ahmad Rashad and Jim Gray will have more on this as the game progresses. At 110 at one point when the Jazz were introduced. Still more to come in terms of the introductions. Noted ring announcer Michael Buffer adding to that decibel level count as we get set for Game 5 between the Chicago Bulls and the Utah Jazz. And for more on these two clubs, let's check in with the dean, Ahmad Rashad.
All right, thanks, Marv. At 3:30 this morning, Michael Jordan woke up with flu-like symptoms. He had a stomach ache and a headache, and he couldn't go back to sleep. He threw up all night, and as reported earlier, he missed the shoot-around, but he was in bed all day and continued to throw up. As a matter of fact, he got in here early. When I went to talk to him back in the back room, he was in a dark room trying to get some rest, but still throwing up. And Marv, I talked to him, I said, how do you feel? He said, I really feel horrible. But his history in games where he's either been hurt or sick has been bad news for the opponent. And as you can see, he's ready to go tonight.
Too far out of his range there. I just don't think Carl had any idea what the shot clock was.
And Jordan trying to slip it, and then took it back and hit. So Michael Jordan, despite visibly shaken by the flu symptoms, connecting from the corner to tie the game at 2.
You know, you can see the look on his face and in his eyes. He is nowhere near himself, but still can be a very effective player.
No fadeaways there for Karl Malone.
It's Utah 7 and Chicago 2.
Marv, Utah's got the quick start that they needed to keep the crowd into it.
And Michael Jordan able to line drive it home for his second field goal. Jordan being played by Russell. Hopper for 3. Yes. Ron Hopper from downtown. Utah 11 of 19 from the field in a red-hot opening quarter. Chicago just 5 to 15. Michael Jordan is back, putting the move on Chris Morris. So Jordan has 6 points, 3 of 6 from the field.
Far superior since this series shifted to Salt Lake City. Terrible pass.
Well, John Stockton with a rare mistake. Michael Jordan draws the foul.
Floor. Michael Jordan has had to carry so much of the load as Hornacek back-to-back horrible turnovers for Utah.
And Jordan puts moves on Hornacek. And Pippen able to glide in for the rebound. Jordan finding Longley, and the Jazz now leading by just 9.
That's Chicago Bull basketball. When they get a rebound or get a steal, get out and run and attack the basket. You saw Jordan put all kinds of pressure on John Stockton.
And Jerry Sloan coming right back with Karl Malone. He's seen enough of this offensive futility.
Stockton trying to force it, looking to get a foul call. Kukoc. Jordan shoveled to Hopper over to Pippen, and Scottie Pippen won glass. The 16-point lead has been cut to 7. Evans came over to join Dan Crawford because Stockton and Hopper were pushing on the lineup. Jordan to the crossover. Yes. Not bad for a guy playing with flu symptoms. And Jordan with 12 of his 16 points here in the second quarter. It's down to a 3-point Jazz lead. And the steal by Jordan. Putting behind the back on Russell. He turned it around and fed it to Pippen. Tipped home by Jordan. What a play by Michael Jordan.
Well, Chicago is in that mode now. Any mistake made by Utah, long rebound, steal, they are getting out and flying.
And Dennis Rodman continues to have his problems with Karl Malone. That was foul number 3 on Rodman.
Jordan turns in, misses that turnaround jumper. says, my fault, my fault. A lot of walking, standing, leaning over, saying, will somebody please make a shot so I can feel better later. And the Jazz not able to get to their offensive glass. Ostertag was great. Karl Malone's got the 3 fouls. Has to play very smart here.
Nice pass. Jordan to the cutting Longley. And the Utah lead is down to 2.
The best job by Luke Longley all series long of moving without the ball. When the double team comes, finding that lane, finding the open seam, and finishing.
Chicago down by 2. Jordan got the step. Jordan has tied the game at 63. Back in Salt Lake City, a look at Michael Jordan. You see the ice bag being applied to the back of the neck of Michael, who has been exhausted right from the start, playing with what are being called flu-like symptoms.
This man, Michael Jordan, is still the best player in basketball. He's on top of his game. He is so sick right now. He'd love to be lying down in a bed somewhere, and he's still playing well, although had the very quiet third quarter.
It is 2-2 right now in this game number 5 as Michael Jordan cuts it to a 5-point Jazz lead. And Chris Morris with 11 points off the bench. Jordan, yes. The Jazz 77 and the Bulls 71 with 2 minutes gone by in the fourth quarter.
And you're talking about him leaving, Marvin, not playing anymore? He's having the time of his life out there.
Well, we talked about that with him the other day. And I said, could you actually sit out next year? He claimed he could. Whether he's just positioning, we don't know. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan pops it down to Kukoc. Kukoc for 3. Yes.
Well, of course, this is not as much fun as baseball. No way.
The Jazz leading by 3.
Well, Tony Kukoc might as well only take 3-point shots. That's all he's made in the last 2 games for Chicago.
Paul's pass broken up. And Pippen able to come up with it on the deflection. Jordan fires for 3. Yes. And he's tied the game at 77. And he did it in casual form. And you can see how exhausted Michael Jordan is. No reaction after the shot. Just happy to go to the bench as timeout is called. Same exact spot that he hit that enormous three-pointer in game 4. And he just did it with 2 on the shot clock. 3-point Jazz lead. Bulls have missed their last 6 shots. Jordan, yes. But Jazz by 1. Down to 50 seconds. Here's Longley with the pick. There's Jordan. Foul. Hit on a reach-in. And you can just look at the body language on Michael Jordan. You get the idea he's having difficulty just standing up. Michael Jordan, playing despite flu symptoms, has been able to hang in, looking exhausted right from the opening tip. And he's headed to the line for 2 shots, 9 of 10 at the line. All the free throws in the first half. 46 and 5/10 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. And it's the Jazz 85, the Bulls 84. Jordan, an 83% free throw shooter during the season. And the game is tied at 85.
Marv, the Bulls have been here so many times. The huge games, year after year. The confidence, the poise, the determination, the discipline and organization down the stretch, all paying off right now with Jordan masterfully at the line.
Jordan able to scoop up the loose ball for the possession with 40 seconds remaining. The game tied at 85. 10 on the shot clock. Pippen backing Hornacek. Here's Jordan. Yes! Michael Jordan from straight away. He looks like he's a boxer just hanging on along the ropes, but able to hit for a 3-point Chicago lead. Beautiful feed. Ostertag cuts it to 1.
You got a foul right now. You got a foul. Karl Malone, what are you doing?
We're less than 2/10 seconds to go in the fourth quarter.
That's hard to believe that you can lose track of time and score as Karl Malone did there right next to Pippen. He does have 5 fouls. No excuse. Should have committed one there.
Michael Jordan playing on heart and spirit. The missed free throw here. Everybody's standing there. And then the furthest guy from the ball, Michael Jordan, comes up with it. And then he backs it out. They post up Scotty. And then for no reason, they double team Scotty down low and leaving Michael Jordan. He knocks down this three, gives him the huge lead. And then the total exhaustion on the bench. Michael Jordan sucking air, got the back massage from Scottie Pippen. I think Chicago just fouls right here, makes it a free throw.
That will do it because they're 3 points down. And now he hits the second. 2/10 of a second remaining. The inbounds, and the Chicago Bulls have defeated the Utah Jazz to take a 3-2 lead. They win it 90-88. A courageous, classic performance by the flu-ridden Michael Jordan. A performance that I think will go down as one of the greatest of his career because of the situation. Let's go to Ahmad Rashad. Ahmad?
Michael, one of the great performances, the way you were feeling. You played 44 minutes. It was all about will.
Yeah, you know, it's all about desire. You just got to come out here and do what you got to do. We wanted it real bad, you know, and me as a leader, I had to come out and do my best, and hopefully the team could rally around me and come out and make contributions.
Never any doubt down the stretch. How weak were you?
I was really tired. I was very weak. At halftime, I told Phil that use me in spurts. But, I mean, somehow I found the energy. Just stay strong. I wanted it really bad.
All right, congratulations on a great game, Michael. Get some rest,
Thanks.
and we'll see you on Friday.
He did everything that he could to carry us.
Where did he get this energy? Did he take an IV at halftime or before the game?
But this was a desperation game for us, and, you know, we had to come out and do what we did today and gut it out and play hard defense and just contain this team. We were able to stop them, and finally we were able to take control of this game.
You starting to smell that fifth ring?
Well, I don't want to get too overconfident right now, even though we're going home, but we're going to have to play this team just as hard right now. They're desperate, so it's going to be a tough game.
Scotty, congratulations.
All right, thanks.
All right, let's send it back to Marv Albert.
Thank you very much, Jim. No team has ever been down 3-2 of the NBA Finals and won games 6 and 7 on the road. That is the task facing the Utah Jazz. Only 6 teams have ever come back from a 3-2 deficit. That's the task facing the Utah Jazz. They had won 23 straight at home. The last time they lost at home was to Seattle in overtime back on the 23rd of February. They were 10-0 at home in the playoffs. But tonight, the Bulls, led by Michael Jordan in a miraculous performance, defeat the Jazz 90-88.